You walk into the Apple store. Your phone works fine. The screen has a tiny crack. The battery isn't great, but it's usable. Still, you tell yourself, I need the upgrade. It's for work. It's a productivity tool. So you buy the new iPhone Pro Max. Titanium. $1,200. You walk out feeling good, successful, like you just leveled up in life. But then you sit in your car, you look at the phone. It's perfect, sleek, futuristic. And suddenly, your old frayed charging cable looks embarrassing. It feels wrong plugging a masterpiece into a $5 gas station wire. So you buy the MagSafe charger. $40. You get home. Place the phone on your nightstand. Now the cheap plastic case looks ridiculous. This deserves leather, that's $60. Then you realize your wired headphones don't even fit. To get the full experience, you need AirPods Pro. $250. Within 48 hours, that $1,200 phone has quietly turned into a $1,600 purchase. And you didn't even feel the pain. This isn't bad money management, this is psychology. A silent chain reaction that has ruined more people than stock market crashes ever have. It's why lottery winners go broke, why dream homes become financial nightmares. It's called the Ditto effect. On this channel, we expose the invisible scripts that keep people broke. Most people think they buy things because they need them. Today, I'm going to show you the truth. You buy things because your other things demand them. And to understand why, we need to go back to France. The year 1765, meet Denis Diderot, a famous philosopher, co-founder of the Encyclopedia, one of the brightest minds of his time, and completely broke. He lived simply, old clothes, worn rugs, a shaky wooden chair, and a dusty library. But he was content. Then everything changed. Catherine the Great, Empress of Russia, admired his work. She bought his entire library for what would be about $50,000 today, and let him keep the books. Overnight, Diderot was rich, so he treated himself. He bought a luxurious scarlet dressing gown. Elegant, expensive, royal. He put it on, looked in the mirror, he felt successful. Then he sat down to write, and something bothered him. The robe was magnificent, but the desk was scratched, stained, and falling apart. The contrast felt unbearable, so he replaced the desk. Now the desk matched the robe, but the rug didn't match the desk, so he replaced the rug. Then the curtains didn't match the rug, then the chair didn't match the curtains. One by one, he replaced everything, paintings, furniture, decor, until the entire room matched the robe. And when it was finally perfect, Diderot was broke again. Later, he wrote an essay titled Regrets on Parting with My Old Dressing Gown. In it, he wrote, I was the master of my old robe. I became a slave to my new one. That is the Ditto effect. A single new possession raises the standard for everything else, and anything that falls below that standard suddenly feels wrong. We think we own our things, but our things own us, and today this effect is more dangerous than ever. Because modern marketing is designed to trigger it. Let's talk fitness. You decide to get healthy. You buy a Peloton. $1,500. Sounds responsible, an investment in yourself. But when it arrives, your old gym clothes feel embarrassing, and so you buy cycling shoes, compression shorts, a branded tank. Then the bike looks out of place in your messy living room. So you redesign the space. Yoga mats, weights, a bigger TV. You didn't buy a bike, you bought an identity. That's the real psychology here, identity consistency. When you buy a high-status item, you upgrade the story of who you are. And your environment has to match that story. If you drive a Honda Civic, jeans and fast food feel fine. If you buy a Porsche, suddenly everything else feels cheap. The car becomes the anchor, and every object below that anchor creates tension. So you upgrade, not because you want to, but because your life feels out of sync. That's why fake it till you make it is financially dangerous. A Rolex doesn't just cost money, it demands a suit, a car, a lifestyle. Let's talk numbers. People look at prices in isolation. That's the mistake. You need to calculate the chain reaction cost. You renovate your kitchen, $10,000 cabinets. Once installed, the old fridge looks awful, so you replace it. $2,000, then the floor looks outdated. $5,000, now the kitchen is perfect, but the living room looks terrible by comparison. Paint, new sofa, final cost, $35,000, the cabinets were the scarlet robe. Before the upgrade, you were happy. The upgrade created the dissatisfaction. Here's the scary truth. Many upgrades are actually downgrades in disguise. Expensive things reduce freedom. A white couch means no red wine. A luxury car means constant worry. You stop living for yourself and start serving your possessions. So how do you stop this? 3 rules. Rule 1. Predict the chain reaction. Before any upgrade, ask, what else will this demand? Not the item cost, the system cost. If you can't afford the system, don't buy the anchor. Rule 2. Buy one, remove one. New sneakers, old pair leaves, new gadget. Old one goes. This keeps you a user, not a collector. Rule 3. Strategic downgrading. Keep visible status symbols modest. A humble car gives you freedom. A simple watch lowers expectations. A low-maintenance identity is a financial superpower. Nice things aren't evil, but consumerism is designed to keep you chasing. Diderot showed us the truth 300 years ago. One purchase doesn't complete your life, it resets the board. Don't be a slave to the robe, be the master of your money. If this saved you from an unnecessary purchase, hit like, subscribe for financial sanity, and remember, don't buy the robe.